We are going to play a game today, and you have to pay very close attention.
You're watching a segment from a Peter Harris live event. Join us for our next live event. Register at commercialpropertyadvisors.com/live.
So, how it works is I'm going to give you a deal scenario, okay? And you're going to decide if it's a go or no go, okay? And then after you tell me that, I'll give you the verdict, the true answer. You guys ready to play this game? Give me a yes in the chat. You guys ready to go? All right. This is very educational. I'm going to take it up a notch each time. All right. Here is the first deal scenario. Okay. Deal number one, 12-unit newer building, 100% occupied. Rents are under market. The seller is 80 years old and is retiring, and the price is at market value. Is this a go or no go? You tell me. You tell me, go or no go. Let's see some answers here. Here's the answer. The verdict is a grow. Okay. The reason why it's a winner is because it's value add. The rents are under market. You can raise the rents. Remember, when you raise the rents on commercial, not only do you boost the cash flow, you force the appreciation. So this deal has it. It's stable. It's 100% occupied, and it's low risk. It's a newer building. Okay. All right. Here's go. You guys ready for number two? All right. Here's deal number two. Okay. Let's get a little more complex. All right. So 12-unit older building, 100% occupied. The rents are maxed out, meaning you can't raise the rents. The landlord pays all utilities, and the seller's open to seller financing. Is this a no go or is this a go? You tell me. Okay, let's do this one here. It's a no go. Okay, why it's a no go is because there's no upside. Okay, the rents are already maxed out. You can't force appreciation. Number two, it's a utility expense trap. The landlord is paying all utilities, and it's a profit killer that you can't easily fix. And number three, it's a money pit. So older buildings have higher maintenance costs. They eat into cash flow. Some of you are saying, Peter, why don't I just separate utilities, right? That will be the obvious answer. Guess what? I did tell you it's an older building. If it's an older building, when you want to separate the meters, guess what you have to do? You have to update the electrical. If it's an older building, it's going to cost a lot of money. So is it worth doing? Probably not. Find another deal. Okay.
Ever wondered how pro investors find and analyze deals for maximum profit? How to secure financing even if you're a beginner? Or attract and keep tenants for steady passive income? Commercial Real Estate for Beginners delivers simple, actionable steps to master it all. Tap the link on the top corner for your free copy today.
So here's deal number three. Okay. And you probably know the answer already, but let's go through it. So this is the next one. Is this a go or no go? 12-unit building, 50% occupied. Okay. Now it says the vacants are rentable. Okay. So the half of the units are vacant, but they're rentable. It's priced under market because it's distressed. The issue, no signed leases, and the motivation from the seller, he wants to avoid capital gains taxes. So I can see all the answers here. Is this a go or no go? I see a lot of goes. I see one no go. All right. Okay, let's go to the answer here. And it's a go, right? Because it's a go with the right structure. Okay. You have to be careful with these types of deals. And by the way, a deal like this as a beginner, I probably wouldn't do, right? Unless you had help, right? So the reason why it's a go, it's a massive value add. You can fill up half the units, increase the cash flow, increase the forced appreciation. You're buying it below market, and there's a tax motivation. The seller wants to avoid taxes. All right. Perfect for creative financing. Okay. Now, let me say this. Whenever you're talking to a seller and the seller says, I want to sell, but I don't want to pay capital gains taxes. That is a key word, right, for the master lease agreement. Okay. So, and that's a lot of sellers' motivations or reasons why they don't want to sell is because of they don't want to pay or have to address capital gains. Your answer is the master lease agreement because they don't pay taxes on the capital gains because there is no capital gains. You're leasing the property. They only pay taxes on the down payment you give them and on the monthly income. That's it. Okay, on the huge profit, they don't pay on that until the end of the master lease. Okay, so again, if you guys want to learn more about that, just let me know and we could do another section just on that. Okay, so look at the winning play here. It says structure as a master lease, the seller defers taxes, you get financing. So basically, fill the units, force appreciation, and then refinance back into your name, and then hold the property long term. All right. You guys like the master lease? Let me hear some yeses or nos. Do you guys like it? Let's hear it. All right. Okay. All right. Someone said clever. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Awesome. Somebody says still not sure. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do my best to convince you, maybe in a future webinar.
Would you like to work with me? Every successful commercial real estate investor has a mentor. Learn more about my protege program right here.